Ooh, take a look at this. This woman says, I'm from Panama. I like the weather here, but I would love to know snow at least once in my life. I like the weather here, but I would love to know snow at least once in my life. To know snow, is that right or wrong? What do you think? Or what about this situation? This guy says, I would love to go to Canada to meet snow. I would love to go to Canada to meet snow. Is that right or wrong? Well, in this lesson, I'm going to teach you. Hey, I would be so happy if you subscribe to my channel right down there. Okay, so the answer is they are wrong. They're wrong. We use the words meet and know to talk about people. People, not things like snow. Snow, you can't meet snow. You can't know snow. So which word should you use here? Do you know which word you should use? You should use the word experience. Experience, to experience something, okay? Like this, I'm from Panama. I like the weather here, but I would love to experience snow at least once in my life, okay? Or I would love to go to Canada to experience snow, to experience it, not to know it, not to meet it, to experience it. Okay, now the word experience can be a noun or a verb. Okay, a noun or a verb. Let's look at some examples. I experienced heat rash for the first time when I went to Pakistan. Okay, here it's a verb. It's a verb. I experienced heat rash. What is heat rash? Well, a rash is when your skin gets like red and maybe some little bumps on your skin. And a rash is usually itchy. Itchy, that means you want to scratch it, right? Heat rash is something that people very often get in hot countries, hot weather. Like in Pakistan, it gets very hot in the summer, and in other times of the year, like in the south, like in the city of Karachi, it's basically hot all year round. Okay, so people get heat rash. Heat rash. That means, their skin gets red from the heat. Okay, now look at this example. Riding a camel was a cool experience. Riding a camel was a cool experience. Here, it's a noun. This is a noun. Okay, let's look at another example. I would love to experience Thai culture. I would love to experience Thai culture. Okay, is this a noun or a verb? It's a verb. I would love to experience. It's a verb. Now look at this. I ate a scorpion in Thailand. That was a crazy experience. I ate it. Yeah, that would be a crazy experience, right? So this is a noun. This word is a noun. Wow, would you ever eat a scorpion? I've never eaten a scorpion or a spider or those kinds of things. I don't know if I would, but a lot of people in some Asian countries like China, Thailand, Vietnam, some people eat scorpions and spiders. Would you do that? I think I would rather eat a scorpion than a spider. If I had to eat one of those, I would choose a scorpion over a spider. How about you? If someone forced you, then they said you have to eat one of them, which would you pick? Would you pick a scorpion or a spider? That would be crazy. I don't know. I don't like the idea of eating insects. Insects. In our culture here, we don't eat insects. I know in other cultures, different cultures in Africa and stuff like that, people eat worms and all kinds of insects. But here in our culture, we don't eat insects. So, maybe if I go to Thailand, I might have to eat a scorpion just to try it. But I don't know. That would be sort of crazy. I don't know if I could do that. So I said that meet and know are used for people, right? And, most of the time that's true. We use these words for people. But there are some cases where we can use these words for other things. Okay, for example, do you know what time it is? Do you know what time it is? Okay, so here the word know sort of has a different meaning, right, than to know a person, to know the time. In a lot of languages around the world, like German, for example, they have two different words for this. One word is to know something, like the time, and another word is to know someone, a person, right? But in English, we just have one word, to know. And so it can be a little bit confusing because it's just one word. I think the German system is better, right? So if your language has two words for this, that's better. But in English, I don't know who invented English, but they just chose to use one word for two ideas. Okay. Or this example here. Do you know the answer to the question? Do you know the answer to the question? Again, right? This is a different idea than to know a person, right? So take a look at this. I'm ready to meet this challenge head on. I'm ready to meet this challenge head on. Okay, let's say you are going to climb this mountain here. You're going to climb a huge mountain. Okay, then you could say, I'm ready to meet this challenge head on. Head on means like straight ahead. You're going to face that challenge. I'm going to face this challenge, or I'm going to meet this challenge head on. Okay, so the word meet here, it sort of has a similar meaning, right? If you meet a person, you meet them. If you meet a challenge, like climbing a mountain, you meet the challenge. It's a bit different, but it's sort of a similar meaning, right? So I'm going to meet this challenge head on. Now, look at this. He met his fate on that mountain. He met his fate on that mountain. What does this mean? This means he died. He died. Okay? To meet your fate means you die. Okay, so I hope you don't meet your fate when you climb this mountain. That would be really bad. But I hope you face your challenge head on without meeting your fate. Does that make sense? So this is another example of how we could use a word meet, in maybe a little bit different way than to meet a person. But, the main thing I want you to take away from this lesson is the word experience. Try to use this word today in your English conversation. Experience. You could say I had a great experience yesterday. I went shopping and I met a really nice person and they gave me a gift. Right? That was a great experience. Okay, so let's do some homework. I want you to tell me about a great experience you had in your childhood. In your childhood. So when you were a kid, did you have any great experiences? Tell me about one of your experiences down there in the comments, and I'll see you over in the next episode of Mad English TV. Take care.